Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a deep straddle practice working into your deep straddle or your wide-legged seated forward fold. This flow also features a lot of lunging movements and frog movements, so prepare yourself for that. Bring yourself to a kneeling position, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Separate your knees to a wide knee child's pose and extend your arms forward. Bring your forehead down to the mat or down to a blanket if you like some extra cushion. Allow your body to feel heavy as your knees widen, your hips relax towards your heels. Lift up onto your forearms, pressing your elbows firmly into the mat. Then go ahead and lift up. I have a blanket under me and I'm going to change it to the long way so that my knees can still have some cushion as they'll be outside the edges of the mat. Bring yourself to an extra wide child's pose. We're getting closer to frog now, but our heels are still towards our hips. From here, we're going to round and arch the back just as we would in cat-cow, but in that super wide child's pose position. Round and arch. Round, arch, round, arch. Hold that arch position. From here, your left knee will stay as it is. You'll rotate your right thigh inwards so that your right heel comes up, moving your body forwards and backwards, just like that. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. We're working through all the muscles of the groin here and your hip rotators, forward and back. Take a couple more at your own pace. Go ahead and switch sides. Now you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm doing on the camera. Forward and back with the left foot. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your knees to 90 degrees. Hold your frog pose so your hips are in line with your knees. On your elbows. Don't push it too hard this time. This is your first frog of this class. Make your way out of that frog pose into a downward facing dog. Take this time to pedal it out, bending one knee then the other, pressing firmly through your palms. Bend both knees, hips towards your heels, and press right back up. Go ahead and move through this a couple times. This is just to get your body warm. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Beautiful. Take your feet super wide, standing, wide-legged forward fold, lower down to your elbows. Keep your back as flat as you can. If you need to bend your knees at first, go ahead and do so. Extend both arms forward. Straighten your legs more. Both hands over to the left leg. Hold there. And the right leg. Bring your hands forward on the mat. Lower down into a squat, just super wide squat, down and up a couple times. Then bring yourself to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. Lunge your left leg forward. Hands are on the inside. Foot is open out to the left, taking your left hand to your left knee, and little pulses. Pulse, pulse. Pressing forward into that hip flexor. Pulse, 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 pulse. Bringing that into a big circle. Around, around, around. A couple more at your own pace. Really working into all those tight spots in your hip. Hold forward, lower down to your elbows if you can. I know this can be challenging. Do your best. Toe heel your foot to the center, so the outside edge of your foot is along the midline of your body. Let your knee fall out. Keep holding. Straighten the front leg. Go ahead and release and switch sides. Right leg forward, out open to the right. Right hand to your right knee and little pulses forward. Same series we did on the other side. Pulse, 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 pulse. Little circles now all the way around. Continue to take these circles, really pressing into that left hip flexor as best you can. Now find stillness, lower down to your forearms. Continue to hold. Remember to breathe deeply. Toe heel your foot to the midline of your body. Open the knee out to the side. Continue to hold and breathe. Straighten the front leg. Gently release. Come to a seated position. One leg extended, other knee bent. Doesn't matter which side. We'll do both. Keep your back flat. Extend yourself towards that extended leg. Hold and breathe. Big hamstring stretch. Switch sides. Bend that leg that was extended. And exhale. Fold forward over that now extended leg. Go ahead and release. Bring yourself to a straddle position. Sit up nice and tall. You want your legs at about 90 degrees apart right now. As you exhale, bring yourself down to your forearms or as far as you can go. Pay attention to your knees and your toes here. Make sure that they're pointed up towards the ceiling and not rolling forward. If you'd like to find a little flex point in your toes, now's a good time. From here, cat-cows in your straddle. Arch, press, arch, press, arch, press, arch, press. Beautiful. Keep your right leg extended. Move your left leg back as if it were in a half frog or in a half child's pose, whatever feels comfortable to you. And keep pressing forward. So you should feel an intense stretch through your left hip and your right hamstring. Switch sides, extend the left leg, right leg bends back, half frog or half child's pose. See how my left leg wants to roll forward there. You might need to use your hand to correct it. Everyone's hips are a little different. So we have to use our bodies to help correct what they naturally want to do. All right, go ahead and release. Bring yourself into that proper frog's pose. Knees at 90 degrees, hips in line with your knees. From here, we're going to round ourselves a little bit forward and back. So a little pulse forward and back. As you come forward, you're tucking the hips just slightly. And when you're ready, lower down to your chest. Lift up with your hands, weave your right arm under. Just breathe. Switch sides, left arm under, hold here, just breathe. Also, if you guys like these shorts that I have on in this video, I just released them on my floor play, my dance merch website. That's shopfloorplay.com if you like to get your own. All right, from here, come back to your frog pose. Right back to that movement where we're bending the right heel up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then go ahead and switch sides to the left leg. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And hold back to your frog. You should be feeling a lot more relaxed, a lot lower now. Good job. Go ahead and roll through. Come to your cobra pose. Press out those hips. And then right back to child's pose. We only have a couple minutes left in this flow. You're doing amazing. Make sure that you guys are leaving a comment below. Let me know how this practice makes you feel. If it's helping you with your flexibility, I love to hear everything. All right, bring yourself to your wide straddle. Arms up over your head. Take a deep breath in. And actually, for this next exercise, you're going to not want your legs quite as wide. You're going to want them closer to 90 degrees. Otherwise, you'll just roll right forward. So take your hands behind your back. Drop your chest over through the left, through center. So we're drawing a big circle just as I am on screen. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Switch sides. All the way around using the muscles of our legs, our backs to keep us together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you can sit up and bring your legs a little wider. We're going to begin working into a middle split if you would like to. Otherwise, just stick on working into your deep straddle. Bring your legs wide, allowing your body to fold forward. If you're working towards your middle split, this is when you can allow your knees and your toes and the tops of your feet to roll forward. You're going to need to get into that position for your middle split. Breathe deeply. Just 3 minutes left in this practice. Allow yourself to push yourself. Release gently. And if you can, roll all the way through center, through your middle split. Otherwise, continue to hold that straddle. Sit yourself back up wherever you are. Legs are still wide. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward. Breathe in and a little 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 forward. Beautiful. Go ahead and exit that stretch however you'd like. Bring yourself to a quick pigeon stretch with the right leg forward and the left leg back to help balance out those hips. Option to look over your right shoulder, grab for your left leg. You can find a little movement here, whatever feels good to you. And then go ahead and switch sides, left leg forward, right leg back. An option to reach back over your left shoulder for that back leg. And bring yourself to lying flat on your back, feet together, knees wide. Deep breath in, big exhale. One more full breath together. Let it out. And thank you so much for flowing with me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.